Singapore.
Top 10 things to do.
What are we going to do?
I'm seeing a picture right here showing on the screen of some very epic infinity trees.
Those are called flower towers, by the way.
Flower towers. The power flower towers.
Yeah.
That seems like maybe one of the things you do in Singapore, but I wouldn't think that's in the top 10.
I would guess number one is probably to swim in the bay.
The salty side.
Yeah, the salty side of the bay, and then get a ship to dump oil on your head.
Oh, okay.
Sounds fun.
No, but we're going to be learning about 10 things to do in Singapore. We actually did go to Singapore recently, and we're going to be posting that travel vlog soon of our first impressions. So if you want to click the link in the description to see our travel vlog channel, you can see that. But we didn't have enough time to do, I'm sure, what's all going to be on this list. So we're going to see what we did already, and then what we can do next time when we go.
Yeah, because we'll have to go back.
We will.
Let's do this. Here we go.
In this video, we'll show you the top 10 things to do in Singapore.
Go to the airport?
Septics, and number one choice for travel adapters is
If you want a travel
Marina Bay
adapter?
Waterfront Promenade.
Ah.
Marina Bay Waterfront Promenade is an area where you can experience all the dimensions of Singapore.
Wow.
Stroll along the where you
Did
can
we walk like
experience
directly
all the
by that
dimensions
building?
We walked through this building.
Yeah.
We walked right here around it and then through this door right here.
of Singapore. Stroll along the promenade and enjoy the view of the bay and the city. Marina
Wow.
Bay Waterfront Promenade includes the Helix Bridge, a pedestrian bridge with a view of Singapore's
We did not go on that bridge.
Marina Bay Sands, one of the world's
We can't spoil all the things we did.
True, sorry.
most famous hotels, with an observation deck with a fantastic view of Singapore
Wow.
in all directions. The city on one side and the breathtaking gardens by the bay and the seaside on the other. Art Science
That's sick.
Museum in the shape of a lotus, a fusion of art, science, culture and technology. This is
Why isn't it called the Art, Science, Culture, and Technology Museum?
What the heck is the deal, Singapore?
The heck?
How am I supposed to know what museum I'm going to if you don't label every single thing that's in it?
I would expect art and science only.
of its kind in the world. The
Really?
Merlion Park,
Whoa.
the statue of
Merlion!
mythical creature of Singapore with the body of a fish and the head of a lion. Number 9. Interesting neighborhoods. Singapore is a city of diverse cultures,
Wow.
which also shows in its numerous interesting neighborhoods.
So interesting.
Kampong Glam, the neighborhood best known for housing the Sultan Mosque, features the Malay heritage of Singapore. You can also do some exploring in the area, full of boutiques and cafes in the world-famous Haji Lane, or grab some Malay and Indonesian fabrics and handmade perfumes in the Arab Street. Chinatown, rich with history and culture. This
Maybe we can find some dang good food in these
charming
neighborhoods.
You gotta imagine we could.
heritage centers.
Is it affordable?
Yeah, what's the price of these like local neighborhoods? Are they cheaper than, like walking around the marina area? I would think so.
You gotta imagine it's cheaper because it's probably where more people live.
But how much cheaper?
Let us know where we should eat.
Temples and the traditional Chinese architecture. Don't miss the following attractions: the Buddha Tooth Relic Temple, a Buddhist temple and a museum complex; Sri Mariamman Temple, Singapore's oldest Hindu temple; Tian Hock Keng Temple, which is the oldest Chinese temple in Singapore; Pagoda Street with Chinatown Heritage Center; and Mosque Street with Masjid Jameh or Jameh Mosque.
Interesting.
Little India, showcasing the country's Indian culture. Don't miss the House of Tan Teng Nya, a colorful villa that has been standing there since 1900s.
So much variety.
Yeah.
Sentosa. If you're going to the beach in Singapore, you will probably find it hard to believe that the beautiful and Instagram-worthy beaches are actually man-made.
Oh, frack was
Beautiful
that?
And Instagram.
Sloso?
Solso? Very.
Solso?
Oh, I think it's supposed to be Sentosa. But it doesn't look like that at all. That's what it says in the top right. But
Yeah. They're missing some letters.
Huh? Maybe it's just Soloso?
Maybe that's what that beach is called.
Yeah.
Did you know they had beaches in Singapore?
What?
Crazy. They have like nice white sand beaches. I don't know if these were created or they just like protected these little beaches before they started making city everywhere, but that's so
I
interesting.
mean, they definitely have to put some sort of barrier because of all the...
Wait, isn't Sentosa a man-made island? I feel like we learned that.
Yeah, I think so.
So they must have made a nice white sand beach.
Very cool.
And you get a nice view of the
Yeah.
shipping.
He was talking about Instagram worthy. You might just have to block that out or use some Lightroom. to
Yeah.
just-
Where the beaches are actually man-made.
Oh.
Singapore got the sand from its
There.
neighboring
I knew it before.
Oh.
countries, these delightful tropical escapades. With year-round sunshine and the budget-friendly activities, you can
Budget
easily
friendly.
spend a day or two
Really?
in this tropical
Oh, that
getaway.
looks cool.
Don't miss to visit several famous beaches and try different water
Oh.
sports and other
We've been trying to do one of those in like a bunch of different countries, and it just never we
They're
never
never
end
there.
up getting there.
Yeah, it seems like you need to be there on like a very busy day for them to be open.
Yeah.
activities. You can reach Sentosa Island
Whoa.
by cable car, SkyTrain,
Really?
and car.
Huh?
For the ultimate experience,
Wow.
choose cable cars that take you to multiple locations on the island.
That's
If you're
super
there in
far.
the evening, don't miss the magical shores, a multi-sensory experience with light and sound spectacle taking place every night
Whoa.
between 7:30
That's cool.
and 10:30 p.m. completely free of charge. The island is
Oh, wow, it,
also
like,
home to
follows him when he
several
walks.
theme parks and many other attractions. Check our
Butterfly
travel guide
Park.
for more suggestions.
Peacock.
By the way, our travel guide is a mobile-friendly PDF document. It covers the top 10 things to do in Singapore, plus 10 additional attractions, maps, links, opening hours, and other information.
Oh, that's
to
all
help
out.
Make your trip to Singapore.
How do we make something like that?
Number 7.
Our travel guide would be so much different. It would be like, first walk across the city over to this area, and then
Yeah, we'd have to put some sort of. We end up just walking the whole time. Maybe you guys will, when you watch the Singapore vlog, you'll be like, "What the heck?" Because we just walked everywhere.
yeah, we walked across the entire marina basically. That's how you really soak in like the whole experience. But I'm sure I can't imagine how much different of an experience it is. I mean, we see it when we do it in some places where you just get in, go to the next place, get in, go to the next place, get in, go to the next place.
Because usually the actual authentic culture is in between each tourist
Yeah.
attraction. They're not going to be at the tourist attractions.
Every time we've jumped from place to place, I feel like we don't have as much of a feel for the city.
Not at all.
So that is one thing. You want a real budget travel guide? Check out ours. It's not invented yet.
And it cost us no money when we traveled to Singapore, basically.
That's true. That's how you do it on a budget.
Canning Park. Fort Canning Park is the former home of the Malay Kings and the Far East Command Center of the British Army. Several notable historical events unfolded on the hill. You can't miss the Fort Gate, a part of a fortress from the 19th century, often used as a site for social events. The park also houses 9 gardens. Some of the most interesting ones are Sang Nila Utama Garden, a garden that integrates traditional Malay and Javanese culture in the form of its structure, design, and plants. The Raffles Garden, named after the founder of modern Singapore, featuring plants from the
Thought it was the founder of the chips, Ruffles. But it's
Dang.
Raffles.
entire Southeast Asia region. By the way, don't miss the Fort Canning Lighthouse nearby. The Artisan's Garden, a garden dating
I kind of say that lighthouse does not look like it'd be worth walking out of the way for that.
No.
Don't miss this lighthouse.
It looks like any structural tower you might see around the city.
We learned to not like lighthouses as much when we would drive an extra 30 minutes out of the way in Iceland to see a lighthouse that is like that, but a little boxier.
A concrete block that was
Really?
orange.
And then after we did 2 of them, we were like, all right, I think we don't need to go to any more lighthouses.
That road sucked too.
lighthouse nearby. The Artisan's Garden, a garden dating back to the 14th century and the site of one of the largest archaeological digs in the country. The Malays call Fort Canning Park the Forbidden Hill because it's said to be haunted by Singapore's ancient kings, which are believed to be buried here. Number 6. Shopping. Singapore is a shopping.
Wait, you can go
paradise.
in that thing?
You can
What?
literally spend days shopping or window shopping at the following places. Clarke Quay, where the nightlife of Singapore comes to life with numerous restaurants,
Wow.
bars, and clubs. By day, Clarke Quay is a shopping spot offering various shops and malls. Conveniently located next to the Singapore River, you can also embark on a boat ride or a cruise. Boogie Street. If you're looking for the great deals,
Bougie
stop
Street?
at Boogie Street
Bougie.
Market.
Oh.
It offers a wide variety of options.
Toasted bread?
Wow.
bazaars,
Wait, how much? Let me see these prices.
It offers
I'm seeing a lot of double digits on that.
a wide
Say 51 or no, $1.
Oh yeah, the drinks must be $1.
That's not bad.
Breads on there seem like they're 10 to 12 maybe, if I can read that right.
Hopefully, that would be so much. Oh no, it's hard. $1 for a drink isn't bad.
No, fresh Thailand coconut, 350.
Mm-hmm.
Not terrible.
Variety of options with bazaars in every corner selling
30 for
souvenir
$10 for
items,
shirts.
home supplies and clothing. There are 3 floors with over 600 shops to choose from. Orchard Road, Singapore's center of shopping and retail, offers a myriad of options from local brands, high-end brands, and international stores. The road consists of about 5,000 shops, stores, and
5,000.
restaurants. You can visit several heritage malls and other malls like Orchard Mall with its distinctive architecture. The shops at Marina Bay Sands. This is a collection of the latest
We
fashion
ate-
trends.
I
The
mean-
majority of shops
We didn't do
offer
anything there.
luxury brands.
Unless you watch
If
our
want
vlog, then you can see what we did
there.
quality and state-of-the-art items, the shops at Marina Bay Sands provide
So interesting.
exactly that. You can
That
also
so many
find
malls love that canal concept. And then somebody just pushes you slowly through the mall.
And then you just get to look at all the commercial retail stores.
Wow.
technology, toys, souvenirs, and more. Speaking of shopping, you will probably need to buy a UK travel adapter, which
Oh,
is
he threw in
also
another
easy
one, huh?
to charge your phone. And
All right, if you want to help this guy out, link to his videos in the old descriptor, and you can buy this.
your needs. Number 5, Changi Airport.
Mm.
Singapore, the only place where the airport is a tourist attraction.
I mean, literally. They literally put things. I mean, like, this is so cool. They put things specifically for you to do it.
That means when you have a 4-hour layover in Singapore, you'll be like, yes!
And then you miss your flight because you got so distracted.
Don't do that.
Airport isn't just a travel hub, but a tourist attraction on its own.
What the
In
heck?
2020, Changi was voted the world's best airport for the 8th time in a row.
Yeah.
Eighth time.
I see why.
Dine and food options, shopping and entertainment, visiting gardens and greenery, it very quickly becomes
Wow.
clear why it earned that title. Most of the shops are located in the Jewel,
Shake Shack.
just outside Terminal 1. Some of the main
Terminal
attractions
1.
at the airport include the Forest Valley that features a walk through nature with waterfall in the center. The
That is
Rain
just
Vortex
insane.
is the tallest indoor waterfall that turns into a fantastic light and sound show by night. The Slide
Wait, is that...
turns into a fantastic light and sound show by night.
Was he saying it's the largest indoor waterfall or the largest indoor waterfall that turns into a light and sound show at night?
I don't know. He didn't put a comma or a period. One of them would be impressive. The other one is like, oh, that's too.
It's like an ESPN stat.
The first one. Interesting.
Night. The Slide. Yes, Changi Airport features a slide that takes you to your gate.
Thought that'd be more impressive, to
I
be
did too.
honest. I thought it would be like, woo,
Yes,
but then it's
Changi
just like
Airport
a stairwell.
features a
What if you
slide
put your luggage down there? Can you put your luggage down so then you can go down it too?
I'm sure they'd appreciate that. Just
that takes you to your gate. Canopy Park, with amazing play attractions and many other themed
That's
parks
cool.
and gardens where you
for a
can
kid.
relax. Changi
Not
Airport
us.
also features numerous other attractions. Check out our travel guide for more information.
They have a
Number
pool?
4, Hopar Villa. Take everything you love about the Asian
Whoa.
community and you'll find it in this cultural park, one of the last of its kind in the world. Rich heritage,
Wow.
history, and art is kept within this space full of sheltered pavilions. Hopar Villa is home to more than 1,000 statues and dioramas which show stories from Chinese mythologies, folklore, and legends. Park also holds social events, performances, food and art markets, and even lifestyle activities such as yoga. Traditional Chinese architecture inspires many of its sculptures, decor, and pavilions. The park is a great way to discover
The
cultural
heck?
heritage of Singapore.
Is that like a tragedy that
It
they're.
must have been. Everyone's drowning.
Number 3, Singapore Botanic Gardens.
Singapore's like the first city ever. We didn't go to the actual botanic garden. We went to some other gardens, but we didn't go to the botanic garden.
Yeah, we always go there because it's always usually a free or cheap experience and it's
Yeah.
big and it's some nature.
Singapore.
Amazing and vast Singapore Botanic Gardens are a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The
Whoa,
gardens
really?
are a popular place for recreational activities such as jogging or even bird watching, and you can visit it completely free of charge. Different
Free?
gardens inside this 60-acre or 24-hectare land include
60
the National
acres?
Orchid Garden, the SBG Heritage Museum, and other attractions. There are also
Jeez.
numerous choices for food, dining, and just
That's
relaxing
huge.
inside the garden. Number 2, food and markets.
Food.
Inside the garden.
That oyster omelet is 6, 8, or 10. Fried carrot cake 3, 4, 5.
It's not bad. It's not Southeast Asia prices, but it's not super expensive.
No, I don't. That's cheaper than Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Food and markets. With the diverse culture of Singapore, with residents that are Chinese, Malay, Indian, Indonesian, and of other backgrounds, the one thing that unites these cultures is food. The city-state
Yum.
sees food as essential to what Singapore is as a
What the heck is that thing?
city.
Is that like a piece of bread with...
Kaya ball? Ah, kaya. That's the toast. Kaya toast.
Oh,
Kaya butter.
So it just has a piece of butter inside?
I think so, I guess.
State sees food as essential to what
And then
Singapore
waffle and
is as a
corn.
nation. Although there are religious differences and there's a large number of vegetarians or vegans, people respect one another. They still come together to eat the food they can all share. Usually, people prefer to eat at the so-called hawker centers or food courts, as opposed to the restaurants because of the variety they can get there. It is also much more affordable and can
Wow.
be found just about anywhere in Singapore. If you find yourself in one, you can see that it features
Chicken
an
rice.
array of stalls, each with its own specialties, and there
Nasi
are places
lemak?
nearby when you can sit and experience different
Laksa?
time,
I think.
also visit the world's cheapest Michelin star meal at
Hawker
Singapore's
Chan.
soya sauce chicken, rice, and noodle. Here you can try a delicious world-class meal for just a couple of dollars. Don't miss one of the most famous hawker centers, especially popular amongst tourists, the Newton Food Center, which was also featured in a Hollywood hit Crazy Rich Asians. Number 1. Gardens by the Bay.
The flower towers. Power flower towers.
Gardens by the Bay offer 250 acres or over 100 hectares and 3 different...
That's 250 acres?
Really?
South Bay Garden, the Bay
Oh,
East
yeah, I
Garden,
guess.
And the Bay Sand Bases to explore. The South
We were gonna walk all the way across, weren't we?
Yeah, that was the plan. Down this.
That would have been quite the walk.
It would have
Bay
been.
Garden, the Bay East Garden, and the Bay Central Garden. Gardens by the Bay have been praised for its gardens and the hope to spread the love for nature and green spaces to anyone who visits. Here
The only thing that spread the love to me was the love of flower towers.
Power flower towers.
Powerful. Yeah, I want more.
some of the gardens and attractions you just can't miss.
Wow.
OCBC Skyway, a walkway that lets you admire
We did miss a few of the attractions because they cost money.
the
A lot of
place
money.
from a bird's eye view. Hanging between 2 super trees, the Skyway is 420 feet.
They're
or
called super trees, not
120
flower
meters
towers.
long. The Super Tree Grove. If you want to see more of Marina Bay, you can climb the observatory on the top of the tallest super tree and see the sights from 164 feet or 50 meters up in the
That's
air.
pretty dang tall.
Garden
Yeah.
Rhapsody, a lights
Bohemian
and sound show on the
Rhapsody?
super trees. You can watch it daily completely free of charge at 7:45 and 8:45 p.m. If you want, you can even experience it from OCBC Skyway for a small fee. The Cloud Forest, home to breathtaking indoor waterfall and a collection of rare plants and vegetation. The Flower
Wow.
Dome, located in the South Gardens, offering a collection of flowers from 5 continents. This is one of the larger areas and just another one of many incredible places to see in Singapore.
It is incredible.
Things to know before you go to Singapore? Should that be the next video we react to?
Yeah, it should be because we definitely
Never went.
never went. Guys, our Singapore video's probably coming like next week.
So be ready for that.
Yeah, so it should be epic. If you want to check that out, remember, link in the description to our travel vlog channel. We'll just be posting a few more Philippines vlogs, and then it'll be on to Singapore if you want to check that out.
It's going to be a long video.
It will be a very long video. It's our whole dang journey.
But at least we learned some more stuff to do. I mean, we probably only did a few of these, so
Yeah.
we have plenty more to do in the country. We want to go back for sure. But it's so darn expensive to stay the night.
Singapore, the good thing is that a lot of places that we fly to or will fly to will have a layover there. So we'll definitely be back a few more times, I'm sure.
For sure. And if it's a nice layover right in the middle of the day, just have another random Singapore vlog you can check out. So you got to be ready.
And hopefully one day we can go there for a full-on vacation.
5 weeks.
5 weeks. We can just live there.
Let's do it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoy. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.